Hello. Welcome to episode 13 of this Out of the Park 22 Perfect Draft Dynasty. I was pretty upbeat about this team in the last video. And oh, there we go. And I guess I guess I got hit by the god of random and got swept out by these Iron Pigs. Overall, the winners, I mean, the Iron Pigs didn't get out of the next round. They lost to the Mediocres, who lost to the Windsor Warriors, who lost to the Barrel Snowballers. We could take a look at Barrow really quickly. As I'm, yeah, this is what thing I'm starting to learn, I think, about these tournaments, is offense kind of means everything. I feel like most of my wins, and I believe I have 20 now. I looked at the universe the other day. I believe I have 20 wins overall, because I won one yesterday, actually. But a lot of them, I'm in the top quarter or so in offense, and I'm down near the bottom in runs scored or runs against. And so let's test that out, shall we? This team's really middle of the pack here. They're third in pitching WAR, which is interesting for a team that was 30th in starters ERA and 31st in bullpen ERA. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at my team. This is something I'm picking. Like, I kind of noticed it earlier when I was looking at some bronze level tournament stuff. Here, my offense is very mediocre. The fact that we made it to the second round, I'd be granted, we were outscored by 21 and we were swept, so that makes sense. But our pitching, well, our bullpen was good. Our starters were, oh my god, a 7.76. I mean, we were routed in the final games. We had a 1-0 win. We had a 9-7 loss. We had a 7-4 win. Won that 3-2, lost 8-2, lost 8-4, lost 15-7, and lost 5-3. I mean, we were demolished in this round. So maybe I need to lean into offense a little more. So let's do that, I suppose. I mean, it's still going to be hard if I see a pitcher I really like. I'm going to jump into the 16 team, do the 12th team in it. And let's see what we can pick up, shall we? Paul Hines, that's a no-brainer. I think everybody knows the Paul Hines card. I honest to God do not know how you get Paul Hines outside of a pack. I don't know how this card arrives to you, but I understand that Miller Huggins is here too. That's not even a consideration. There no other card is going to take over the Paul Hines. So Paul Hines is with me for this one. Here, Dutch Leonard, Osuna, I'm not taking. I just, nah, I'm good on that. Leonard being a fly ball pitcher is okay with Hines. Everybody else here is kind of like, eh. Quinn Priester, I haven't seen this card yet. Is this a newer card, or have I just not looked at the Pirates cards? That's probably what it is. This guy's okay. Woody English at shortstop is also, it's okay. It's a little underwhelming. I feel like I can get that in a gold round. Daryl Evans is not ideal. So Leonard or Priester or maybe Nick Anderson. I think I'm going to take the Priester just take a look at Anderson here quickly. Yeah, the movement's not going to wow me on that. Here it's a control and movement. Here it's stuff and less movement. Boy, you're really getting stamina with Dutch Leonard. You're getting some of that with Priester. Boy. I guess I'll take the Priester and we'll see. That's probably my first mistake, but I'm gonna go with it. Maybe we can make up for it here with Waddy Clark, ground ball pitcher, 96, excellent stamina, excellent hole runners. Yeah, okay. I don't really need to look at anybody else. I like Dots Miller. I do like this card. That pitcher's better. Now I know I also just said I should lean into hitting. I know that. Old habits are gonna die hard, I guess. This Miller is a really good card, but I'm gonna take the Clark. Though Daryl Porter, the defense is fantastic. The catcher arm is fantastic. The eye and the avoid Ks are fantastic. This is a pretty underrated catcher card. I'm still going to stick with Clark, but that one's a little harder than I may be giving it credit for. I mean, this is probably one of the better hitting catcher cards, and the defense. Oh, he hits lefty on top of it. Boy, I mean, I really like this card. I really do like this card. This is a very good card. I think I'm going to go ahead and lean in the offense. I said I was going to lean in the offense. I'll take the Porter. Boy, oh boy. Already going against my normal intuition. I will take Joe Nathan. As I do very much like Joe Nathan. Devon White is, I mean, he really does hit my speed and defense quotient. Not the most offensive card you could see, but I'm not sure I'm going to see that this round. Sal Bando is okay. I mean, that's probably my DH. I still want to have a good defense. I still want to do a good defense. Yeah, there's Pedro Leon, who is okay, but if I'm leaning the hitting, get the hitters, take Sal Bando. I do still need to get some pitching. That does need to be a thing. I will look at Irv Young, who I have not used before, I don't think, but I will use him here. Daniel Lynch is another one that I do very much like, and he's another lefty. I don't think there are really any bats here that would get me to not take the pitchers. Ron Northey is okay, but in this case, I still want to have a good rotation. And so I'm okay with what I just did. I'm all right with that. Jimmy Ryan, that's probably my DH card. Where is he? Paul Hines play other. Yeah, you want him being in center field. So Ryan could be the right fielder. Or he could be the DH, or well, Bando is going to be the DH, isn't he? So Ryan would be the right fielder, which isn't ideal. I wonder how he compares to Harry Heilman in terms of hitting. Let's compare those two. Obviously the contact is better with Heilman. The avoid K is better with Ryan. The speed's better with Ryan. And overall, Ryan's going to be better against both righties and lefties, like just be more consistent. Whereas Heilman, yes, against righties, he's still really good, but he would dominate lefties. Now, that's a card I could look at picking up as a DH answer to, for lefties compared to Sal Bando, but he also hits lefties better. So that doesn't really make any sense there. So Percival and Ryan are my likely picks here. Which Percival, I mean, yes, that is a good one. There's Bob Gibson, though. He could be my fourth starter. It's not like the greatest card in the world, but I mean, it's not bad. Has really good stuff, has decent movement, not great control. The changeup is worrisome. I do like Jim Acker. I'm not going to take him over Percival. I like Maddox. I'm not going to take him over Percival. So it's really Gibson or Percival. I feel like this is one where I'm going to take the Percival, really kind of lock down the back end of that bullpen. Hopefully I can get somebody like ground ball in the silver rounds. So I need pretty much everywhere on the field, especially consider I said I was going to lean in the offense. I'll take Jake Daubert. It's a fine card. It's not great defensively, but it's a fine card. Cliff Heathcote in right field. The average contact, everything else is okay. All right. Okay. Well, what does that do with Jimmy Ryan then, though? That's a good question. I guess Heathcote can become my left fielder, or Bando can play at third base, which, oof. All right. Well, I'm kind of painting myself into a corner here, but I'll go with all of that. I'll go with all of that. This Jordan Alvarez card is ridiculous because he can't even play first base. Why is he a first baseman if he can't play there? I don't understand that. Oh, and here's Don Hurst, who, if I remember, I do. This card's okay. I'm happy with the one I have. Daubert. Max Flack is here. That's a really good right fielder card. It's not better than Jimmy Ryan. It's better defensively. Which if I were going to be putting, even then, like even if I were making Ryan the DH, Heathcote would play right field. And so just loading up on right fielders just isn't really the smartest thing I could do, especially when I need other positions like a decent third baseman, for instance. So let's take Brian Anderson. Yeah, he's going to strike out a bunch. But I can now DH Bando, and that means I put Ryan in right field. I put Heathcote in left field. That is a pretty backwards defense. This is, let's see. Let's just look at some relievers here. Lucas Sims is okay. Control is not great. Genesis Cabrera. Control's even worse, so we'll steer clear of that. Mike James is okay. Average control. Luis Garcia. Whoops. Below average control, which is to be expected. Howie Nunn. Below average control. I might be taking the Max Flack just to have another good hitter on my team. And that's what I'm going to do. And we'll see what Hal does in terms of the lineup, but I'm going to do that. So now I have 2 third basemen, 2 center fielders, 2 right fielders. Now one of them will be a left fielder, but I have really not built a well-rounded team. And now I'm dealt with, I can go with Mark DeRosa, and I can live with that, I suppose. Starlin Castro. I guess could be the shortstop. I'm not wowed by that card in the slightest. Lynn Larry. Uh, I take the Castro over him, I think. So we'll do that. And I'm going to go ahead and take this Catch card. Or if that's how Catch. I don't know how you pronounce that. I should look. There is Fran Healy. There is Larry Parrish, but I have Brian Anderson out third base, and Parrish is really a DH. There's Mike Shannon. It's okay. I'll boy, should I go with the with Castro or should I go with DeRosa? That's probably the Castro. Probably. Um the eye, well, that gets lefties. But the eye is better. The contact is not, but I'm wondering if DeRosa would get on base more just on that eye alone. Defensively, um, I mean, if I put him at second base, obviously, like that's what you do at DeRosa. Castro, he's got good range. He's reasonable at shortstop. His error, I mean, he's slightly above average. DeRosa actually plays a better, turns a better double play. Um, hmm, having some weird decisions to make. I'll stick with Castro. Uh, it's not my ideal situation. I didn't even see this. I might have to take this card to be my fourth starter. Yep. Okay. Just keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving forward. Joey Bart as my second catcher. Uh, I could kind of see that. I need to get a second baseman. I need to get more pitching because I only have 6 pitchers. I need a backup catcher. Okay. Jeff Fry for second base. Um, okay. It's not a terrible card. Austin Dean can play places. Not a card I'm gonna take. Though Brad Keller coming out of the bullpen. Yeah, I'll take him. I'll go with that. I'll kick the backup catcher card down the street or two. Uh, ugh. And then I end up with Peaches Graham, which is a good hitter, a very poor defender. David Fletcher, I like. I will take that card. That might end up being my starting second baseman. There's Andrelton Simmons. I only have 7 pitchers. Rick Helling is here. It's okay. With my outfield likely being backwards, it's probably not the best card. Dylan Betances. The control sucks. Odie Clark. Everything is not good with him. How's this dude? Nope. Okay, JC Ramirez. Very average. I mean, I could try and deal with the control. There's Joe Mantiply, who is average with slightly above average movement. I'm going to take Betances, I suppose. And I mean, Helling is good stuff, but extreme fly ball. All right. I guess I'll take the Helling. The control on Betances does worry me considerably. So getting Fletcher, getting Helling, I'm good with that. I'm not. Oh, there's Bob Montgomery, who is going to be very average, but that's kind of what I went ahead and. I mean, I don't want to go in the last round, potentially striking out on a catcher, and I don't think any of these guys can catch. Um, Jimmy Ryan can't. Uh, Anderson can't. Flack can't. Daubert can't. Heathcote can't. Starlin, Castro can't. Fletcher can't. He kind of does everything but that. So, all right. And that's my fault. This also means I'm gonna have to get I can get a pitcher here. I got 3 minutes left. If I can get a pitcher here, I'll start with Madison. I only need 2 in the final round. That's definitely a front runner. Is there anybody? Wow, is he the only pitcher this round? Huh. That is interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen a one pitcher round before. I like Spike Shannon. I should remember this for my bronze cards. That's a decent card. I do have better options in left field, but that's not bad. We're gonna go with Madison. I can't believe that's incredible. That's Shannon card. Might make me go against everything I just said regarding a catcher in the final round. I mean, this Mercado is also good, or Machado. That's also a good card. I'll get an outfielder in the next round. I'm positive about that. I do like this card though. Also being a switch hitter, guy who can run, the defense is okay, but not getting a catcher before this really hurts. I've got a minute 45, minute 40. He's an average defender, which is all but I need a fifth outfielder. Oh my God. Do I gamble? No. Nope. I'm not going to gamble on this. I will do right by the team. And look at that. There's 2 catchers immediately now. And this I would have taken. I would have taken the Rivas because of the defense alone. Like, he's better than Montgomery. Kurt Casale, also decent. I screwed myself on that one, didn't I? But Schmidt, all right, you're on the team. Whatever. Chris Benson, yeah, get over here. Reed Cornelius, sure. I'm not really gonna look too hard at those guys. Harry Spratt. Oh God, that hitting sucks. Daniel Johnson. This is a card I do like. 25 seconds. Oh, Zach Birdie's here. Yeah, I'll take him. Yeah, I know the control's not great, but I'll take him probably over Reed Cornelius. Yeah. Because he has one great trait, which will do it for me. I guess I got to take this Spratt, or do I take this Leba? Better hitter, can play a couple positions. What can Spratt play again? He just can't hit. He can't hit. All right, no, take the Leba and be okay with it. Okay. Manage the roster. 4-man rotation, as always. I don't have a lefty in the bullpen. Good job, me. Good job. I do like my pen overall. I actually do. I do like this. I'm all right with that. Are there any pitchers? Oh, whoops. Yeah, I already did that. Are there any pitchers that I'm going to adjust? Yeah, I will adjust on Lynch. We'll set his game strategy and we'll go 4 on the pitch around. Let's take a look at the lineups now. Hines hitting 3rd. Of course, Jimmy Ryan hitting 4th. Flax in right field. Heathcote's in left field. That's kind of what I thought may happen. Let's go ahead and there we go. Porter hitting 5th. Bando at 3rd. Oh, I guess I was going to put Ryan in right field, right? Heathcote in left, but okay. Heathcote is in left. Flack being in right. I mean, okay. I mean, I did that to myself. And the defense is really poor on the left side. I don't see how this team gets out of a first round. I don't. But if things are skewing towards hitting, I mean, and then I only have three guys. Oh, that's all. I have two guys who have power. I don't have much in the way of stealing. Like, this seems to go against how I like forming my teams. I'm not a tremendous fan of this strategy. So Daubert, we'll crank him up too. He's in the 60s on all of his running, so that's fine. Let's just um, get the stealing guys out of the way. Hines is there. His running isn't great. Flack will crank up to 4 and 2. Heathcote will because his speed is below 60. I'm only going to go 2 notches on his stealing frequently. Like, I kind of want him to pick his spots. I'm not going to change. All right, I'll change Montgomery. I'll move him up 1. Hopefully he's also a pick your spots kind of guy. Daniel Johnson will go 3. And the running will go 2. Jimmy Ryan, 3 and 4. I guess I'm going in like 2 or in like 10 notch increments, like, 60 to 69, 70 to, or 61 to 70. I'm not really sure. I'm basically going like, if you're in the 60s, I'm going up 2 notches or a notch, or like a 65 and above, I guess. I'm doing that. The defense for this team is not good. Yeah, I got a good catcher. I've got a good infielder in Fletcher. Castro's okay. The outfield with Flack and Hines, I'm more at peace with that. Even though it means I've Bando over at third, just really not playing good defense. But okay, the team submitted. We'll see what it does. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and hopefully it does okay. My hopes are not high for it, but we'll see. All right. Talk to you soon. Well, that was what I wanted to do, was it?